this here is your heating control panel. That can or will control that if you wanted it to, so on an app. So that's what will be controlling that. Alright, so at the moment it's just set to manual, which is controlled by the heating control panel itself. So this control panel, that switches your master, that's your master switch for your 12 volt systems. This is just menu, so menu scroll buttons. That is your water pump.
Yep.
That's your master switch for your main lights. Master switch for your dimmable lights, which is across the top of the lockers, and awning light.
Okay.
Okay. Shown in the centre of the screen, this side is your fresh water tank.
Yep.
So that's roughly 50% full.
Yep.
This side is your waste tank. So obviously that's showing about the similar as well. Okay. In the centre is your voltage for your battery. So that's your leisure battery. Oh no, sorry, it isn't. It's a vehicle battery because I've just noticed something on here. So up on the top here, see that V, it's running on vehicle battery. I'll show you how to swap that in a second.
Right. Okay.
Flash of lightning. That's to say your electric's connected.
Yep.
Clock. So if I want to scroll up or down, I can see other things as well. So vehicle charging.
Yep.
Solar panel. That's showing what voltage is coming in.
Yep.
Select battery. So this is what we need. Press it. If you want to change anything, press the arrow button that's pointing towards the screen. Now leisure selected. So that's really what you want to see on there. Yeah. If you're, especially if you're out with no electric, so off grid, and you've got it connected to the vehicle battery, you go and flat that.
Yep.
You're in trouble. So make sure it's in leisure or on leisure.
Yep.
Okay. Scroll down. Tank heaters are off at the moment. So this is only when you're using it. You may require tank heaters. Obviously not in this weather. Obviously in the colder months. Okay, you can switch that on by pressing that. It's not there to protect your system from frost damage.
No.
Okay, if you've got it in storage and just switch your tank heaters on,
it's not
going to protect your system.
No. Okay. So it's still got to drain down.
You've still got to drain down as you would have done before. Always drain down, especially over a period of time. If you're not using it and it's cold, get the water out of it.
Yep.
Right. Next thing is what is called Acu Limit. So when you connect to your bollard on site, you can overdraw that supply. So if you switch a load of electrical stuff on, so obviously anything high energy like kettle, hairdryer, heaters, toaster, anything like that, it can overdraw the power and trip that bollard.
Okay.
In the centre there is showing what ampage is going out at the moment. We've got limit is off at the moment, so if I go too far above that, obviously it will trip the bollard. Or if I press the arrow again, pointing towards the screen, I've now set the limit for the van at 5 amps.
Alright, okay, yep.
So you can set it all the way up to 16 amps, which majority of sites in this country are.
Yep.
Okay, it's got a little icon there, unpadlocked, so it's allowed the limit. What it will actually do is if you go above that limit, if you're running your heating on the kilowatts, so if you're running on 2 kilowatts, you go above that. So say you switch electric cat on, goes above that limit, it will actually shut down the electric on the boiler. So I'll drop that down to 1 and off for that period of time while the kettle's on. Kettle switches back off again, it allows you to come back on again.
Yeah.
Okay. Or you can just be careful like you probably have been before. Okay, internal temperature, dimmable level. So the dimmer lights you can change manually.
Yep.
So by switching the master switch on, that normally comes at the bottom of the screen anyway, otherwise you just need to scroll up or down. And pressing the output, putting it towards the screen. You can see now it's going up in percentage up to 100%. So that's across the top of your lockers. If I press the switch now, it goes down to 5.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can just, whatever level you want to put it at,
yep.
So 50% or whatever. You can do that on the app. I'll show you on mine in a second.
Okay.
Heating settings. So as I said, heating is set by the control panel here at the moment. If I go on this, so that says control manual. So that is manually on the heating control panel itself. If I press this button again, you can set a timer. You can set a timer on this screen to control that, or app.
Right, okay.
So you can control app. If that is set to app, you can't control that manually there. Okay. So I'll just put it back to manual for now.
Yep.
Exit out of there. And I think that's more or less it. No vehicle battery. So your vehicle battery is attached. You could obviously run from that. That's showing you voltage on that. If it was, if you switched over, that's back to solar panel. Okay. So what we've got also is system settings.
Yep.
So I think I've missed that one there. System settings. Go into that. You can change clock. So you can set your hour, your minute, your day, date, month, year. Key beep, you can switch the key beep off. So every time I keep pressing it, it goes beep and turn it off if it annoys you. Backlight time, so this goes to sleep after a period of time, which is 30 seconds set at the moment. Same with the LEDs. Tank alarm is on, so if the tank, either your waste gets full or fresh water at low, it will give you a warning. Bluetooth pair, so if you want to pair your whichever device you've got up via Bluetooth. You can talk to it sitting inside the van talking Bluetooth, via Bluetooth I should say.
Yep.
And you can also do it via phone signal. So you can do it remotely via phone signal as well, as long as you've got a signal where your van is and a signal where you are.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. And that's Bluetooth delete. So if you want to take any of the devices off the system, you can do that in the exit settings.
Okay.
Okay with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We shall get confused, but we'll have a
Yeah. There's a handbook.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what we'll do now is go through the heating control panel.
Okay.
Just to put more confusing information into your head. Right. So to switch it on is just press and hold that, and it switches it on. Okay. Again, this goes dull after a bit, but no amount of waving at it will light it up.
Right.
I've just pressed the back button, and that will light it up for me now.
Okay.
Okay. So in the centre of the screen, showing clock
Yep.
and temperature set.
Yep.
Little plug there. That's to say we've got electric connected, not operating on, but connected on your consumer unit, which I'll show you later. There's an orange button on there that says water heating, or water and hot heating and hot water. If that master switch is not on, little plug will not be there, and you won't be operating on electric. Okay. Across the top of the screen, what we're showing at the moment is that flame there is not gas. They just do these things to confuse people. It's actually denoting heating. Okay. The next one along is water heating.
Yep.
Next one along, that's energy, so that's actually roughly 2 kilowatts of electric, then fan.
Right,
Okay. The fan only operates, so if you're aware of the system is a combined unit, has a hot water tank in the centre, and it also draws heat off via a fan to warm the room up.
Right, okay.
Okay, so the fan only operates when it needs to increase the temperature in the van. If it's at temperature, the fan will, it's obviously thermostatic controlled, so it will shut itself down. Okay. What I'll also show you, right, so to change anything, at the moment, because I have set the heating, and the temperature is showing in the centre of the screen, all I need to do if I want to increase the temperature, just turn the button.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
click on it to confirm it, go up to a maximum of 30 degrees. The reason why I want to show you 30 degrees, or what I'm trying to show is that icon flashing there now.
Yeah.
So the flame's flashing, that means it hasn't reached temperature yet.
Right, okay, so
Okay.
it's working on it.
Yeah. So you'll hear the fan kick in if it needs to increase it, say at least 4 degrees. Okay. So I've just reduced it back down again. So in theory that flame should stop flashing, because it should be already 18 degrees in here. There we go.
Yep.
The water heating will do the same as well. So if the water heating hasn't got to its temperature, that'll be flashing until it gets to there. Okay. To change anything, click on the button. So the first one is your heating.
Yep.
Okay. So the thermostat in your van. Click on it. You can turn. That's where you can be off or increase the temperature wherever you want to. Then click on it to confirm it.
Yep.
Okay. Next one, water heating. Click on that one.
Right, so you can...
So you've got options of either off, eco, which is around 40 degrees, hot, about 60 degrees, or boost. Okay,
Right.
if I click on boost, what that will do is concentrate all the heating on the boiler for a period of 2 cycles, which is roughly 30 minutes. And that period of time, it will shut the fan down. So if you've got the heating going on at the same time, obviously it doesn't want that because you're drawing the heat away from the boiler.
Yeah.
So it'll shut the fan down for that period of time. So all it is obviously to increase the temperature in the water quicker. Okay. Again, it's showing boost. Obviously, it's flashing on boost because it hasn't reached temperature yet. So normally, eco is usually efficient enough.
Yeah. Okay.
Depending on how much hot water you want to use. Next one along is the energy. So we'll click on that one. The options of electric 1 or 2. So that's roughly 1 kilowatt, 2 kilowatt. Mixed 2. So electric 2. So gas and electric 2 kilowatt, 1 kilowatt, or gas on its own. So that see the bottle on the top line?
Yeah.
So that denotes gas, not the flame. Okay?
Right, okay.
So the reason why we may want to use a mixture of, so both energies, obviously it's quite a small vehicle, 2 kilowatts, it's not a huge amount of energy. If you compare that to at home, 2 kilowatts is probably boiling the kettle, it's not heating the kitchen, right? 2 kilowatts in here in the summer is probably efficient enough to give you enough hot water and give you a bit of warmth in the room, obviously as it cools down in evening. In the winter, it may struggle. 2 kilowatts is, as I said, not a huge amount of energy. So that's the reason why you may want to use a bit of mix. If you're using mix 1, it'll be a quicker warm-up time. And 2, it will do is use both energies from cold, gets up to temperature, it'll shut the gas down. Tick over on electric then, so you're not using the gas all the time, only when you need it.
But if you were out, say, in a remote field somewhere, camping for a weekend, you'd probably use the gas, would you?
Well, you would if you haven't got electric, yes.
Yes.
If you've got no electric, that's the only option.
Yep.
Yeah, if you want anything to warm it up. Okay.
Oh, so it's not running off the battery, that's what I was trying to
No,
say.
no, it won't run off.
It's
No, 12 volts give you nothing. Right.
Okay.
Next one is fan. So at the moment it's on eco. So that's where it normally starts up at. High, so you can increase the temperature, increase the fan speed, sorry.
Speed, yeah.
There is also a boost option, which it won't give me at the moment. Okay, because it's warm enough in here. The only way to get to boost is if you need to increase it by, say, 10 degrees. If it's trying to increase by 2 degrees, you're not going to get boost. And if you're trying to heat the van up by just 2 degrees, unlikely it's the want to come on either. So you probably need at least an increase of, say, 4 degrees before the temperature will want to fan will want to kick into raise the temperature.
Okay.
Okay. Next one along. So what we've got also got is a clock.
Yeah.
That's easy enough as you can just click on that, change the
temperature.
Temperature in my brain now. Yes, yeah. So just hour, minute. You just turn that. That would be the clock set. Got a timer.
Yep.
So we can set a start time,
And
an end time, hours, minutes. Oh no, I wouldn't do that because I haven't set anything. Right, say 5 o'clock in the morning if you want to. End time, say 9 hours, minutes. Actually, if you want to turn the heating on and what temperature, water heating on, what energy, what fan speed. See, that's boost. Look.
Yeah. So it's doing it, you know. Yeah.
Because it doesn't quite know what temperature it's going to be yet. So even if it was, you know, when it kicks in, obviously if it's already that temperature, it's not going to give you a boost anyway. Then on, so you just confirm on. Timer icon in the top right hand corner, that's obviously saying timer on. If you want to switch the timer off, just get that icon flashing there, click on it again, it says off. Click on it again, it says off.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright. And then you have got further menu.
Crikey.
So there's further menu. Right, offset, so that's to control the thermostat. If it's slightly out, you can calibrate that. Temperature, you can centigrade, Fahrenheit.
Okay.
Oh, I've gone past it. Brightness of your screen. 12 or 24 hour clock. Language, you can talk French or German to it if you want to.
Okay.
Index, so that would show you what the system is working, or what the system is. So if you're talking to an engineer, you might ask you to click on that if they haven't got the information in front of them. Then reset, that just resets the boiler back to factory setting.
Okay.
That is the boiler exchange.
Right, okay.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Too much information yet? Or?
No, we're alright. Yeah.